Hey guys, and welcome back to the final episode of Wolfenstein: The New Order. To recap where we left off last time, we fought our way through London, and we made it back to our base in Berlin, but unfortunately, Death's Head's men, led by Frau Engel, have kidnapped Anya, Bombate, and we're trying to free them from Death's Head's compound. And this is the final mission in the entire game, so it's gonna be it. We also have the nuclear codes, and which we are planning on using on this compound itself, so it's going to be really intense. Alright. Death's Head's compound. Going back, it feels like a lifetime ago, but the memory of it remains. Blood in the water, our people getting slaughtered, the smell of gunpowder lingering in the trenches. Anya, I'm gonna set you free. You and the others, I promise. Then we'll nuke this goddamn place off the face of the earth. Cannons rigged up with a spindly torque device need to head out there and fire it at the compound. So the cannon is referring to the nuclear-capable cannon on the U-boat that we captured.
Careful as you make your way to the cannons there. You're heading in fast, and the currents are bound to be strong.
Yeah, I'm getting some resistance as I'm walking through here.
Right, Blasco. Arming the cannon.
We are getting close. 200 meters.
Alright. And instead of firing a nuke, we're actually going to be firing the spindly torque.
100 meters. 50 meters.
Here we go. Raising the cannon up. Holy shit. Oh. And then it's gonna slowly start twisting. Yep. Holy hell. This is really nostalgic. We're back at this compound where we started in the game. So many of our men died. Alright, got 4 characters to unlock, a bunch of gold, but only 1 piece of concept art. When the war was over, Death's Head was able to finish the construction of his compound in peace. This is the central nervous system of the Nazi war machine, a vast complex built for the sole purpose of realizing Death's Head's perverted technological dreams. Well said.
Anya, I'm coming for you.
Also, the water looks really good. Yeah, sure. The Machine Men. Is that referring to his super soldaten?
I'm in your house, General. Is this the day?
Oh god. That line just sent shivers down my spine. The way he said that, oh my god. It's so calm yet full of rage at the same time. Alright. Just got ammo for the marksman. 30 rounds, I'll take it. So yeah, they are beefing us up on ammo and armor right now, so it's bound to be a really brutal fight up ahead. If we can just find out where to go first. That's important. Through here? Yep. No dog. Really creepy. Take him out. Let me loot in peace. You're still up there. Map, that's useful. Oh god. Run! Oh no! Holy hell. Alright. Did not suddenly expect there to be so many people there. Now we're low on health. Way in is open. Cells should be in the lower level of the compound. That's where Anya and the others will be. Gotta keep moving. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah. Ton of people here. I do not like the sound of that. Alright, let's go. No, you're fucking insane, and we're gonna put you down. That's what we're gonna do. Alright. way down. I feel like I'm not even hitting these shots. What the hell? Yeah. That's weird. Alrighty. Ah, shit. One down. Oh, so he went down with just 2 shots. That's cool. Gotcha. No, I do not want to pick you up. Oh. Of course, the second I put it down, someone else appears. Bye-bye. Are you sure about that?
I have willed into existence new age, an age of reason and purity of strength.
Of reason?
Your legacy is nothing but a calm impulse of anger, no different from the gorilla in the jungle beating his chest.
That sounds like what you're doing.
Yes, impressive.
I don't know where this leads, but... is it just like a stealthy way to move around? Yeah, it was. We could have just stealthed our way across. Didn't even see it. That just brings us to the other side. Alright, well that's interesting. Holy hell. There's a lot of people over there. Make use of these. Oh no, wrong button. These shrapnel shells. My shrapnel versus yours. Mine wins. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, I shot his leg off. I need to find some health. I think I spot some health on the other side. God. It's like 3 of them, holy cow. Oh shit. Round 2. We have 0 rockets left. It's not looking too good for us. It's one down. Oh, shit. We just got some rockets. Thought we picked up more than that. But it's just 1? Alright. Strategy to do it. This is so intense. Ah! Die! Oh my god, someone's going down. Maybe? Die, die, die! Health, health, health. Oh, wow. That was close. I think that's everyone in this room. For now. Running low on shotgun. Alright, let's do one final pass upstairs. See if we got everything. Alright. Didn't end up using it. Four rockets. Looks like we're in a lab area.
Everything according to plan.
Jesus, these are human spines and brains. Well, of course, it's Death's Head. There's nothing he won't do. This is so messed up. Oh god! Oh, it's Booby! No! Fuck you, Booby. You and your shitty mustache.
As the synthetic tetanus wasn't further inhibits your nervous system, shutting down your motor faculties. You'll find it harder and harder to move. There we are.
Uri, was kann ich wirklich tun? Bin beschäftigt. Bin wieder in Berlin, um den letzten Dreckshaufen zu beseitigen, den Captain Blaskowitsch vor unserer Tür hinterlassen hat.
Ich habe ein Geschenk für dich, mein Schatz.
Wirklich? Ich liebe Geschenke. Zeigst es mir?
Dir zeige ich doch alles.
Oh my. Oh shit. Oh, he's pulling me into the camera for her to see.
Dein Geschenk ist kostbarer als alles, was ich mir hätte erträumen können.
Darf ich ihn für dich aufschneiden?
Gerne.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Well, that kind of brought us out of it.
This woman is my life, do you understand? My everything.
You're crazy.
Warmblood.
bit out of a piece of his neck.
I give you enough toxins to paralyze an elephant. There's something very wrong with your cerebral cortex.
Fuck you. So, the shrapnel in my brain helped me out of that pickle. Who would have thought?
Not yet. Not until she's safe.
We did just get, like, stabbed and gored with, like, a sickle.
There's your problem.
I'm really low on
The
health.
transport helicopter is ready when you are, Blazkowicz. Soon as you get our people out of the compound, we'll swoop in and pick you up.
Alright. We are approaching the end, but where is Death's Head? Oh,
William! What happened to you? You bleeding?
After Seth got us out from the cells, we thought we would be escaping all on our own. Good to see ya, Blazkowicz. Just ahoya, man.
Let's get out of here. Kinder, let's go. Lloyd!
you're just gonna leave me on the ground?
This elevator has seen better days.
What a sword!
Let's quickly check this. I found you, Anya. You and the others, like I promised. Now we gotta head back to Eva's hammer.
Blazkowicz, help me out.
You got it. I'm glad he's okay. I like him too.
Thank you.
And then something happens. Oh my god.
We'll get you out of there. We'll go somewhere. I believe there are still places on this earth where people can go and live happy.
I believe so too. Not for me and for you.
Here we go.
What are you doing in there? An old friend come to visit? I haven't had a visitor like you in a long time.
I know you. We have met before. I think today we meet for the last time. Captain Blazkowicz. Still fighting after all these years.
What are you gonna do, old man?
I remember your friend.
Oh, you sick bastard.
Savor his memory. Do you remember him?
It's Wyatt.
In work like this, it is easy to be tempted to sense compassion. We must learn that this is pointless instinct, not fit for the master race. Hoch, hoch, auf die Platte!
Oh my god, and this is what we didn't see. We just focused on BJ's face. Cut his back open and burrowed into his mind. Oh my god.
like you.
Machine men.
Is death and destruction. I would ask you to consider. In the end, we will be judged. Not by what we have destroyed, but what we have created. Wyatt. Oh. Can you grasp the splendor of it? The intelligence of the human brain, amalgamated with the efficiency and obedience of the machine.
He's gonna make us fight Wyatt.
Machine man, clear the room.
Oh shit, weapon lost. Oh man. We have nothing but our knives. What the hell? Oh my god. Shit. So we have to like get him to shoot through these so we can crawl through? Oh my god. What is going on? Fuck. Alright, we gotta test the grenade. Nope, missed. Oh, Wyatt. Shit. No, he shot there. It's not working. Just gotta keep on throwing grenades. We have to do something when it pops open like that. I keep on missing it though. Shit. Good. Alright, at least I can rest up behind here. How did that not hit you? Oh my god.
Wyatt, you in there?
Captain, I tried. So sorry I shouted you. I have no control over my actions. Cannot live like this. You have to put an end to it.
Private, it was an honor to serve by your side.
Destroy his brain.
You perplex me, Captain, but you do not scare me. Like Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. The hammer is my shield. Beautiful.
Oh, a force field around him.
I will attempt to spare your hand, Captain, from my laboratory.
Oh god.
You run like a cockroach from the line. Skin and muscle tissue to protect your fragile organs. My weapons are forged from German steel. My armor reaches into
Oh wait, I can't aim. What? Ah, I see what we gotta do. We gotta shoot down the blimps. So that's where he's getting his energy from. Yeah, so those blimps, they have like metal rods on them, which are like huge conductors for the storm. Got one down. We gotta move to the other side now. Oh my god, he placed one right here. I wonder if it's like worth trying to shoot him in between. Maybe not. He's just pummeling me. Alright, I think I gotta shoot him. Weaken the shield at least. Right. So I deplete his shield, which gives me time to move around unharassed, and then he starts shooting at me again. Gotta go in here real quick, take down the blimp. That's down. Alright, yeah, he's charging right now. I gotta get going. I have to say, this is pretty fucking crazy for a final boss fight. Giant mech, Nazi inside, channeling lightning from a storm. This is crazy. Alright, both blimps are down. Should be exposed. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Up here. Second blimp down.
Destruction is that all you are?
So ironic coming from him. Mastermind of millions of deaths. What's he gonna do? Do we beat him?
General, before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade and force your surrender.
Where did you go? Alright, Death's Head. General Wilhelm Death's Head Strauss, a gifted and devoted researcher, is the head of the SS Special Projects Division. Utterly devoid of any moral scruples, the general's experiments in new technology gave the Nazi war machine the edge it needed to win the war and force the world into submission. During the war, Death's Head almost perished in a Zeppelin crash. This near-death experience gave him a fresh outlook on life, and he loves every minute of it. Yeah, and that was from the previous Wolfenstein game before this more recent reboot, where the game ended with him surviving the Zeppelin crash, so that's interesting. And Booby. Hans Winkel, or Booby, as he's affectionately called by Frau Engel, comes from a family of academics. His father is a doctor and his mother is a biologist. As a child, his failing grades and lack of ambition were very disappointing to his parents. The disappointment only deepened when he was employed at Camp Belitsa at the age of 19. The son they had envisioned having a prestigious career in academics had become a common prison guard. This young boy soon caught the attention of the manipulative Frau Engel, eager for attention. This young boy soon caught the attention of the manipulative Frau Engel, eager for affection and appreciation. He has been by her side ever since. Ugh, disgusting. Prototype robot. The next evolution in Death's Head line of mechanized combat units. The prototype robot has central unit. The next evolution in Death's Head's line of mechanized combat units. The prototype robot has central unit consisting of a human brain interfacing with the machine, making it superior to other robots powered by less advanced artificial intelligence. Yeah, that's what Wyatt was in. And the Mecha Death's Head. In his personal collection of triumphs, General Death's Head ranks the construction of his own mechanized combat unit as one of the highest. It is equipped with 4 laser chain guns and a Tesla cannon. A deflective force field protects the unit, making it nearly indestructible. Alright, we didn't get any gold, but that's fine. Oh shit, he's still alive! But without his shield, so it makes it more manageable for us. Maybe not there. Bring it on. Ah! Run, run, run. Shotgun. Oh, no. God. Fuck. Oh.
General, before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade. Enforce your surrender.
Silent!
we do it?
Nice out.
Oh, here we go. Old man's finally down.
You chose well, Captain Blazkowicz. This is a good one.
Count to 4. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
I will never kneel to you. Fine. I will gut you standing. So colorful.
Aw. Fuck.
Blazkowicz, we're in possession. The nuclear cannon is armed. I'm clear to fire.
He's dead.
A mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning. And her name, Mother of Exiles. Camille, you're tired. You're poor. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these. The homeless, tempest-tossed, to me.
Blazko, do you read? I'm clear to fire.
You're clear.
I believe that the stars keep shining all through the night.
And that's Wolfenstein the New Order.
I believe if we just keep trying, it'll be alright. I believe
That was a
someday
really,
we're
really
gonna
powerful way to end the
find our
game.
way.
With BJ knowing that
And I believe
he's going to die,
in a beautiful day.
but seeing Anya, Set, Bombate, and all the other prisoners escape, that was enough for him.
Side by side.
He took down Death's Head.
I believe that someday we'll be satisfied.
Just, wow.
I believe the angels listen, God hears us pray. And I believe in a beautiful day.
What a
Yeah, I
game.
believe it's gonna work out okay.
I'm wondering how I would have felt about this game and The Old Blood had I played these two games in the order in which they were released. So, The New Order came out, then The Old Blood came out as like a prequel. But me, who had not played any of the new Wolfenstein games, I decided to play them in chronological order, starting with The Old Blood. And I loved that game. It was so small and so focused. So like while the levels weren't as big and grand as The New Order, they were incredibly taut, and like it felt more like an espionage game rather than like the shoot 'em up feel that The New Order so capitalizes on. And I really liked it because the world was so much smaller, and yes, the story was a bit more linear because of that, but
If you just keep searching, you'll find some.
when I say the word linear, like it doesn't necessarily mean bad.
I believe
It was very much,
you and
level
I
after
just
level.
lost our way.
But the narrative was very focused.
And I believe
and I loved that. And you cared about characters almost immediately because of how charismatic their voice actors were. And so The Old Blood almost worked as like a standalone game because of how great the narrative was. And then so like heading from that small focused story into like the big, huge, over-the-top setting of the New Order kind of gave me some form of whiplash. And at first I was kind of turned off by it, but then, you know, like as I got the hang of things and started playing more and more, I kind of got over that. And now I've really come to appreciate the New Order. It's a lot more hammy, a lot more like just like outrageous at some points, but that's what Wolfenstein is. It's just, you know, going around killing Nazis. I mean, the original game had like an enemy called Mecha Hitler, so it's like, you know, from the roots that Wolfenstein's always been one of those outrageous, over-the-top games. Yeah. And like, so while the story was bigger in this game, more ambitious, the narrative was still very focused. The characters were very well written, and especially the writing team's efforts with writing very detailed letters. I've mentioned this many and many times during my playthrough, but the letters are one of the highlights of the Wolfenstein games. Like, when you read them, it doesn't even just feel like filler. Sometimes, you know, in games you'll read documents that kind of feel very bland or lifeless. These letters are just pouring with emotion, and they read like poetry. And then and then you get a closer glimpse at this world of these characters who are suffering or seduced by evil, and it's just incredible. And so, obviously, BJ miraculously survives this incident because he appears in the next game, the New Colossus. And I'm thinking maybe Fergus doesn't actually fire the nuclear cannon, and maybe he figures that something is wrong and then tries to rescue BJ before launching the missile. But if BJ were to die and like there was no New Colossus, I would be okay with it. Just that ending with BJ seeing Anya escorting all the prisoners to the helicopter and then, you know, reciting the words behind the Statue of Liberty. I'm not sure the proper term for it. Like, I know it's not like a motto. There's like a different, more eloquent term to it, but I can't think of it at this moment. I actually do think it's called the New Colossus. But it's like, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. And it's so fitting in a world of fascism and cruelty and just people being dominated into slavery and oppression. And, you know, she's holding that lamp in the night, escorting all these people to safety. And it was a beautiful metaphor. And like, maybe someone could have said, oh, that's, you know, like a bit too on the nose, but like, BJ has already established himself as like a very charismatic and eloquent man. And this is what I love about this character, especially this incarnation of BJ. Starting with the Old Blood, it's that when you see a man like BJ and you see him ruthlessly just slaughter Nazis on end, you think that he's just, you know, like a macho, two-dimensional character or one-dimensional character who just has nothing to him other than just, me, macho man, killing Nazis. But like when he speaks, there's like a soft-spoken voice. And he speaks so wonderfully. Like all of his words. Alright. Got a helicopter. Achievement unlocked, liberation. And so that helicopter coming to us is probably Fergus or someone else coming to rescue BJ. But as I was saying, just when BJ talks, it sounds like poetry. Just his words are so carefully selected, and they're so emotional, And we see that even when confronted, he's not the one to immediately go on the defensive and, fire back. Like that moment when Fergus just chewed him a new one for choosing him over Wyatt. And then the pained look in BJ's eyes as he listens to his friend tell him to his face that he'd made the wrong choice. And normally I think that in any other situation, a person in BJ's shoes would be angry at first. They'd be like, I just saved you, like, you should be thanking me. Maybe not, but like that scene where even when Fergus was getting physical, BJ just took it and he kept his gaze down. He was so ashamed and just showed this great sense of humility, And it's small moments like this that make BJ feel like a very three-dimensional character. He's a soldier, he's a friend, he's a liberator, and at one point he was an innocent boy, who's, spent like his hard-earned allowance on like candy at the local shop or something, Just like the way that he narrated certain moments from his past, as a child, you're just thinking, wow, that's really interesting. I am very, very impressed, and I can't wait to get into the new Colossus, which should not come as any surprise, which is going to be the follow-up game now that I'm done with Wolfenstein: The New Order. So as this game comes to a close, I'll begin with the new Colossus, and that should be starting up next week. In the month of April. So yeah, all in all, big fan of this game. The gunplay, as always, feels incredible. The story, excellent. Voice acting, characters are wonderful and colorful, and the villains are just top notch. Like Frau Engel and Booby and Death's Head, they gave really compelling and convincing performances as their respective characters, and it was just really terrifying to be in their presence, all three of them. And from what I've seen, it appears that now that Death's Head is gone, that the next main villain in Wolfenstein will be Frau Engel, and so maybe she's the one who fills in the void after Death's Head's death. Last but not least, thank you all so very much for watching, especially to any viewers who have been watching since episode 1 of The New Order, or even as far back as episode 1 of The Old Blood. It really means a lot to me. Alright, and that concludes our playthrough of Wolfenstein: The New Order. Hope to see you guys next week as we begin our first episode of Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Until then. Oh god! Oh, it's Booby! No! Fuck you, Booby. You and your shitty mustache.